The greatest thing is to go to graduation and to see those accomplishments. Stories that inspire you. I, as an instructor and as an administrative assistant, love graduation. I mean, you go to graduation and a student will say, I probably couldn't have graduated if you wouldn't have helped me with, to us, what seemed like a fairly simple process, adding a course. But it was very problematic. And they come back at graduation and thank you for things that you just really didn't realize had an impact on students.
It's a kind of magic in a way, because it's a place where people can come. If somebody's fresh out of high school, it's a natural part of a continuum on. If to go on to a degree, a 2-year degree, a 4-year degree, an advanced degree. I mean, we've had students who started here in the ESL program and ended up as Rhodes Scholars. So you can leap across any bridge here, and I think what happens is, inside here, there are people here who will help someone create what they want for themselves. It provides the services, the resources, the support, whether it's academic support, whether it's career support. You can get a first chance, a second chance, you can get a jump start here, and the range of educational choices, from career technical education to the transfer program. It's just it's the world at your fingertips, really, educationally.
I'm really impressed with the faculty at Front Range, especially some of the higher-ups. They come into everything, but they actually care and they act like they want to be there and they genuinely want to know the students.
I remember my very first English teacher. She took me under her wing when I was just a little kid and not knowing what to do and feeling out of place in a room full of people continuing their education, because Front Range isn't your typical right as you get out of high school, college. You have people coming back here that are well into their careers and finishing their education. So as for me as a youngin' in these classes with a bunch of mature people, I felt really out of place. So to have her as a professor welcome me in and show me the ropes, just having her such a welcoming, warm person to meet when you first start your college education was something really memorable.
The level of quality of faculty that are in our community college. These are people who are here to teach. They're not here to make a big splash. They're teaching because they love it. They're teaching because they're good at it. And that's a remarkable kind of thing. And I feel I got to work with a lot of master teachers. And I'm very grateful for that. I learned something from each one of them that I worked with.
Everybody was taking their test. Yolanda was the last one to finish taking her test, and she turned it in to me. Usually I just wrote pass or S on their tests. For some reason, I don't know why, but Yolanda had only missed a couple questions, and I put an A on her test. And when she came up to get her test, she was the very last person in the class, and she picked up her test and she started to cry, big tears running down her face. And she said to me, I've never gotten an A in my life. And so it really affected me emotionally. And she said, that makes me want to continue with my coursework. And so she, unbeknownst to me, we went out in the hallway and every student had stayed to make sure Yolanda had passed. She'd won them over. They wanted to make sure she passed, and they all hugged her. And so that could be the end of a great story, but an even greater end to the story was she came back, passed the nursing program and is a working RN in our community. She did a great job in school. We're very proud of her.
I'm a first-generation student, and so Front Range was my first step in my college experience, and really made it an affordable option for me to go to college and find the career path that I have today with Boulder County.
It's community college is part of the bloodstream of Colorado. It's just really critical. It's critical to the life of our state.
What I would say is the work we do is good. I would sum it up that way. Invaluable.